the concept of true evacuated tube technology, it's used to define what a Hyperloop is. It's a tube where not all the air, but most of the air has been evacuated, pumped out of the tube, and you have a pod, a unit that people sit in that's traveling along on a rail. And it could be magnetic levitation. So the goal here is to reduce drag. So to reduce any sort of resistance on the pod. And that means that the pod can travel at very high speed through the tube. This basic idea has been around for a long time, but Elon Musk wrote an alpha paper about 10 years ago that lays it out using modern technology. And that sort of started this interest. He named it the Hyperloop. And I got interested in it because one of the big companies called Hyperloop One, which is kind of the largest player right now in the United States in Hyperloop, sponsored a competition. And the competition was for the best idea, not for engineering, but in routes, in application of the Hyperloop. And they sponsored, there were a number of groups that were formed. I was invited to join a group out of Denver, Colorado, that was getting together to propose a route that would submit their idea to Hyperloop One. And we became excited. I was the economist helping with the financial model, benefit cost analysis, and those social science aspects of the proposal. And we made it to the final round. And the Hyperloop One Global was a global competition. And it was a very interesting proposal. We didn't win, but we were a finalist. And as a result of that, our team from Denver decided to stay together and form a nonprofit to further research on the Hyperloop. And it's called HARP. So that stands for Hyperloop Advanced Research Partnership. We just produced a book on the Hyperloop. And I was exposed as a social scientist to the whole set of very interesting technologies that are necessary to make the Hyperloop work. So this is the propulsion, the braking, the pumps that are needed to evacuate the tube, how the Hyperloop might be applied, how it could be made carbon neutral so that it could use renewable fuels. It's very energy intensive, but you can get that energy from renewable sources. And that, rather than focusing on some other technologies, I decided to continue that focus on the Hyperloop.